Today's matchup. Maru. Nightmare. ByuN. DRG.
Who's that guy they're making in the intro? You see that? There's like an android they're building. They're like making a Terminator or something. I'm not sure.
Is it AlphaGo? Is that like the,
Yeah,
is
like,
that
is
gonna be
that-
the human form of the
Like, is that
ultimate
gonna
StarCraft gamer?
Play StarCraft or kill me? Anyways, welcome back, guys. Good to have GSL back, by the way. Look, I mean, Maru totally smashed Nightmare. Nightmare got totally dumpstered in Game 1. Game 2 was a little bit better, but Maru won in like the classic Terran push, overpowering the Protoss, picking off the Colossi, the Archons. There was never, enough complexity on the Protoss side of things to really dish out that splash damage. I'm amazed at how much I look when we get a graphic on here. It's like I lay on the table like to read it, and then sometimes they put me back on camera and I go, okay, we're gonna get the spine back up.
Yeah, still getting into the swing of things, getting used to it. The new format here at GSL.
It's a little bit faster than what I'm used to. Now here's ByuN. I gotta say, very minimalist room. We're gonna judge each of the rooms.
I like it. It's kind of, it is interesting. It's like it's a fascinating glimpse into the lives of all of the players here playing in GSL.
Yeah. We had the Maru with his shrine in the background. We had Nightmare kind of looked like he was I guess like in the closet. They had like all these like jackets hanging behind him. Here we have a very neat kitchen for ByuN.
I was gonna say that's my bedroom too, man. It's like I don't have like any like nice big closet. Like there's just like my bed, and next to it's just nothing but clothes.
Yeah, that's what my bedroom's like out here. I mean, everybody lives in these small apartments out here too.
Yeah.
But
I like
ByuN,
that.
I'm looking
a
at
nice
this
apartment.
I'm looking at this kitchen and I'm saying, what's ByuN gonna cook up in this game? Huh? What's he gonna do there?
We'll see. Get a little bit of a glimpse here of his 2022 GSL performance. A lot of round of 6, round of 8 in GSL Super Tournament as well. As DRG just kind of been a linchpin. I think, it's odd coming in here to Group A because, ByuN and Maru, they're obviously the clear favorites to advance from this group.
Right.
I think most people would write DRG off, but this is a guy that's, made it past the quarterfinals 3 GSLs in a row. That's an entire year of GSLs that he was getting top 6.
No, he's looked really good. If you guys are just now tuning in, you should have definitely watched the interview they did with all the players at the start. I was almost getting choked up, and I'm like, I actually have to talk on camera.
Yeah.
I gotta pull it together here. The show opens, I'm just crying. I'm like, oh, I'm trying so hard.
Not emotionally prepared to actually launch the broadcast.
Yeah, exactly. But if you get a chance to look at it, it's all the players talking about, they've been doing GSL their whole life, and maybe this is the last year. They really want to. Each of these players really wants to come through with a win here, and DRG is somebody who's been close many times before.
Yeah, and I think there was a lot of skepticism, or at least a lot that I came across online, of people, wondering, is the competition at GSL really going to be that fierce now that, the prize pool's been reduced, that we've had to scale back things a little bit?
Right.
But, you hear those players talk, and it feels like they want to win more than ever. They want to come up. A lot of them realize now that this might be one of their last opportunities to really, give it their all.
Yeah.
And if anything, it's getting even more competitive as we're getting ready to go into ByuN versus DRG here.
Let's do this, guys. The next best of 3 continues on here. ByuN, DRG duking it out in Group A. Day 1 here of the first season back here at the GSL. Excuse me. I was casting ASL last night. This is always a dangerous thing when I'm doing both these tournaments at the same time, and I try to do my cool broadcaster outro thing, and I mess it up.
It happens.
Shopify Rebellion. ByuN.
That's the Android!
That's the Android? Oh, my God. I don't like this at all.
We didn't notice this because we didn't have game sound at the start of the first series.
Yeah, we didn't hear this. Well, let's listen again. All right.
Club Envy. DRG.
Oh, I don't like this. This is
these
really
scary. These chatbots have gone too far tasteless.
Is that what it sounds like if ChatGPT can talk? Oh, no.
Oh.
So this game, we have Barracks put out near the entrance. And and he's got another SCV here. Is he going to make 2 barrackses? So this is a fun way to play from ByuN. The idea is you have the opportunity to aggress and push and rush, but if things backfire, you've already made a wall in, and so you can expand right away.
Yeah, I like this opening here from ByuN. good way to exert some early pressure, you know, set up a nice defensive wall in here at the natural expansion as well to prep for that CC, and we'll see what he's able to get done. You know, I'm not super familiar with the scouting patterns on this map for Zerg. I don't know whether ByuN's going to be able to pick off any overlords, for instance, with a play like this. But there is potential to find damage here.
Yeah, it's a very ByuN opening. We should note that this is a very long distance to travel on this map. So we'll see what he can actually get done. But he's got 2 Reapers on the way, one about to pop out here. DRG, I mean, everything's very normal for DRG right now. There's nothing crazy that he's going to do. So we'll see how much damage these Reapers can actually get. Remember that if you make a bunch of Reapers at the start of a game, you have not made a bunch of Marines. And
True.
Marines do have more value and more utility in an actual long game where Reapers rapidly become the most obsolete unit in the game as time passes.
Yeah, they kind of have that early role of exerting pressure, forcing some Lings out from the Zerg, and then after that you can pair them with Hellions, and then after that you're basically just, you know, throwing them to the side. There's not much more to be found, but it's forcing a lot of Lings out from DRG already. He actually still has even more in production as he's waiting for these Queens to pop.
Yeah, the Queens are the real defense against the Reapers. So I think he only made 2 or 3. Okay, that's the 3rd one. But now he's back to making Marines. He is expanding again. And you know, it's an opener. Didn't do that much, but it's not bad either. You can deny the Zerg from expanding, but in this case, ByuN didn't. He opted to go up instead of down on the map. And so that hatchery is going to get set up for free, basically.
Yeah, but, you know, as a little consolation prize, he's able to find a nice bit of damage here on the natural expansion Queen. So there's potential for him to snowball a little bit. And, oh, look at this, Tasteless. Already a 3rd command center going down for ByuN back at home.
Yeah, this is very cool to see. But DRG still on... I'm sorry, did he actually scout this hatchery down here? He may be under the impression that he's kept DRG on 2 bases when he hasn't.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah, I don't think he has confirmation on it because the Reapers certainly never went down to that 3rd base location. And if he saw that drone, he would have killed it. Huh. I mean, it's possible that he just knows that, you know, by trying to go into the main base like that there's potentially going to be a 3rd base going down, but you're right, he might just be in the dark about that 3rd hatchery.
Yeah, because I mean, you still can't have drones there until a Queen is made at that 3rd hatch, right? So it's not exactly safe, but it's like he's expanded right under his nose. So Stim is coming now, and things are going to develop pretty normally here. And he's going to come down now and see that the creep's there. So he knows no matter what, this is here. Can he try to kill any drones? In fact, he just decides to loop back around and you know, keep these Reapers around for as long as possible.
Yeah, Zergling speed, I think, is done now. So these Reapers are going to try and do their best to survive. Don't want to be diving too deep on a creep. Just try to keep the creep spread under control as we see DRG with a healthy Queen count. Adding 2 more into the mix. It's going to try and spread this creep through the center of the map. One tumor denied there by ByuN. And I'm curious to see exactly what setup ByuN is going to go for here because, you know, I feel like there was this couple week period that we were casting GSL. Maybe it was in Season 2 of last year where every Terran was going for this fast 3rd CC.
Oh, yeah.
Or a fast 2 CC into like an all-in kind of thing.
Yeah. There was like, I think a quick CC into 2 base all-in, yeah.
Yeah, and so I wonder with this 3rd CC if we're just going to see some really heavy aggression on 3 bases here, or what the play is going to be, because so far there isn't too much nuance to this army that ByuN is building. It's just pure bio. The first medevacs are coming out. There's 1 Raven. No siege tanks, no Hellions.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just been the Zerg on the receiving end this entire time, but I like the idea of what ByuN's doing here. This sets up very nicely. He's going to push, and this is something I feel like I see with ByuN very, very often, and I'm just going to say it again. Okay, never mind. He does have 2 medevacs. I was going to say, if he doesn't have enough medevacs with this, if you mess up in a fight and don't have medevacs, I mean, you just lose everything. Like, it's a very unforgiving situation. Now, that being said, this is more than what can fit in those 2 medevacs. So let's see how exactly ByuN approaches this.
One's going to push up, ramp over here in the triangle 3rd base. Going to try and stim in and pick off some of these Queens. Transfuses are coming down. He might just have enough to power through this. There were not enough Lings here for DRG. You can see him scrambling, pumping 26 more right now, and the Baneling Nest is done. But will he even find time to be able to morph in Banelings before more damage comes in?
Did he just kill him? I mean,
That's
this
a
is
ton
like
of
so much
damage.
damage, and he's picked up just enough queens. I don't feel like the Zerg has enough to actually sustain here. I don't see Banelings be. Yeah, that's it. All right.
What an insane push!
That was wild.
You know, I saw that coming in, and for whatever reason, it just didn't click in my head that
Same.
ByuN just actually had enough to push up like that. I mean, especially with the third command center, as well as he just pumps out all those Marines, he gets those 2 medevacs, he moves across the map in a one fell swoop. DRG just kind of caught with his pants down. He had the Baneling nest, but no Banelings.
Not even caught with his pants down. It's like he didn't own any pants, and he was caught. No pants in the house.
It's one of those It's one of those nightmares, man. He's
Yeah.
wandering around in his underwear, and everybody's pointing and
That's
making fun of
me.
him.
I'm just in school failing a test, and I don't have any pants. I'm like, ah! Like,
Yeah, what a clean build there by ByuN. I mean, DRG tried to cut some corners, and ByuN was just having none of it.
it was it was one of those moments where like the fight starts, you're like, okay, all right, this is over. Yeah, DRG not prepared. Clearly wasn't ready for that attack to come in there the way that it did. You lose too many queens, and things basically totally fall apart. The queens are the only beefy unit that Zerg has at that phase of the game. You need to have Zerglings in front of it to try to deal that damage. So we're already 1-0. DRG never really got to show us what he wanted to do in that game. But now we're going to go to Royal Blood.
I see that look you're giving me. Yeah, this is a fun map name. I like it. I like the map pool that we have this season a lot, actually.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of it.
Very important person's blood. Their lineage, it's so important.
Wait until you see all the treasure they've stashed around this
I
map,
know.
man. There's gold coins everywhere.
That's great. We're actually going to start this game, guys. This is game 2. It's best of 3. Continuing on. Yeah, the wood on this map. Hold on, let's get the creepy voice in there.
Shopify Rebellion, ByuN.
If I was like in my bed trying to sleep and I heard that voice, I would run out of my house. It sounds like a robot critter, gremlin monster.
Yeah, there's some dark vibes going on. We had that like
DRG.
death android being constructed there in like the
Yeah.
opening sequence of GSL, and behind us is like all these chains.
Is that Jigsaw from Saw?
This is the
How much do you want to live? Like,
2023 version of Jigsaw.
oh, whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
Hold that thought, actually. Proxy hatchery here. 14 hatch coming out of DRG at what would be the third base for ByuN. And this is not what I was expecting here from Dongregu here in the second game.
Yeah. This is wild. It's going to be the same starting point for ByuN. He's going to have the 2 barracks up in the front. Now, obviously, a wall in at your natural, it's convenient because it protects your command center when you're making it, and if you overextend, it's not the end of the world. But this may actually be a weakness if there's a proxy hatchery here, because all of your infrastructure is sticking out at that natural, and this is going to be an extremely short travel time.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned here for ByuN. This is going to be a difficult position for him to defend because, as you said, all of the critical infrastructure here for the Terran, it's going to be at that natural base. And, you know, with the Roaches coming out, Roach Warren underway, you got to think that DRG, he's going to pounce on this position. And then what are you going to do if you're ByuN? You're going to have to lift your barracks back up into the main base and lose 30 seconds of valuable production time trying to hold on?
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Now, if this doesn't work for DRG, he's in a very inconvenient position.
Oh, he's totally all in with this.
There's no like, well, I'll just play a macro game if this doesn't work out. So the Reaper's going to come out. Now, the question we got to see from ByuN's perspective is, when does he figure out that he's getting cheesed?
Just a second here as he sees the natural expansion with no hatchery. Yeah, that Reaper just immediately going home. So ByuN does have a good idea of what's up. Second Reaper will
Can he
confirm.
get a bunker up in time here?
Oh, he's going to try and hold the natural. Okay.
He's going to put a bunker in the front. Wow. Okay, that makes sense. For a second, I thought, oh, that tech lab's going to be, you know, the bunker's going to be behind that, but I see instead he wants to try to get up here in front of this.
Yeah, the scary thing is, though, if DRG just moves in on this position straight away as he is right now, there's no way this bunker's actually going to get up, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even with, you can pull all the SCVs you want, I don't think that bunker's going to make it.
I think he can actually just kill the bunker, yeah, before it even finishes. He's pulled SCVs. He's going to try to start another bunker. If the bunker or bunkers even can get up, he's going to be okay. He's making a Marauder, and the Marauder's a realistic answer to the Roaches, where the SCVs are really not. There are Ravagers coming here as well.
Yep, Marauder with concussive shells soon to be researched here as one Roach goes down. Going to try and take out this This cocoon before it pops, it has so much armor. Is he going to get it? He does.
Gets it. He gets it.
He
That's
does get
crazy.
it. And that's going to be the bunker getting up right there. So
But he's
ByuN,
gonna have enough Ravagers. I think he just blows the bunker up, right?
he should slowly be able to whittle away at this with four Ravagers. The question is, I mean, ByuN, he's so mineral starved right now. He's still building that command center on the low ground, keep in mind. So that's 400 minerals that he doesn't have to repair, that he doesn't have to make more units. Finally does cancel that CC, and I think he realizes that he needs those minerals to actually hold on here.
This is really about, trying to fix this now. And you can see once you get enough Ravagers, the bunker is just going to take so much damage. Once the cooldown's done, he can do that one more time, and he's probably going to be done with him. Now, I think that there might have been an overextension here from DRG. I think he didn't appreciate that the bunker can just empty and he could bum rush this.
Yeah, DRG with some big losses right there. Concussive shells are so punishing when you overextend, especially off creep. Right here for a DRG is, it can kind of feel the pendulum swinging back in the other way. Is ByuN with a little bit of momentum right now. If he's able to hold on, I think that's just going to be it.
Well, I mean, if he can actually get on top of this hatchery and kill it, I think you're right. I think that's it. Now, the command center was canceled, by the way, guys. So, I mean, it's not like there's a bunch of resources coming in, but, I mean, half of the production is literally this hatchery that's over here just outside of this position. The bunker's not been killed, and I think that it's going to be tough because if he comes too far in like this, I think he can just pick off all these weaker Ravagers. And I think the bunker at this point in time doesn't even really actually matter because there's just so much that he can do with this. Yeah, I think that actually ByuN might just win this here.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, there's so much micro potential here with these Marauders, and of course, just overpowering the Ravagers and the Roaches. And ByuN with a nice defense, they're going to win that 1-2-0.
Yo, good call to cancel that bunker. Or
the
cancel
CC.
the command center. Yeah, sorry. That was very cool. All right, ByuN wins.
Wow, that was a fast series.
Yeah, really
so quick. We were talking on break about how this might be one of the longer series that we have today.
TDZ has normally been the longest matchup, at least in modern StarCraft 2. Well, ByuN cleans house there. That means we're going to have ByuN versus Maru coming up next.
Yeah, and I was really worried about ByuN's position right there with the low ground, the low ground infrastructure, the two barracks and the supply depot, and additionally the command center all going down right there. But, I mean, he just knew exactly how to thread the needle and survive for as long as he needed to do to get concussive shells done, to get a couple of Marauders out. And from there, I mean, DRG just trying to micro off creep. That's not going to happen against Marauders.
No, not going to happen. It was this funny moment. He got like a little bit too confident with the bunker, and once the bunker unloaded, and especially when concussive shell finishes, you can just start to really slow down those Ravagers. They can't micro away. And if you lose that hatchery, I mean, it's a Zerg on one hatch, and the Terran throws a command center up. There's no way to recover from that. But smart move there to make that bunker on the outside. In my head, for some reason, I was thinking he was going to make it behind, but you got to protect the two barracks because that's the only thing that's going to be producing stuff that's going to actually keep you alive.
It also forced DRG to kind of overextend to try and bile that down. You would notice every time he would move into range to bile the bunker, he'd be losing a Roach or he'd be losing a Ravager. And after about a minute, I mean, just too much. And guys, we're going to go to a short break. When we get back, more GSL Code S.